Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Damian Lillard admits life in Milwaukee is lonely and he doesn't have much of a life. Bro, go to practice, go home, watch boxing, play video games. Man, I type in fight hype on YouTube 100 times and be praying for something new on there to be on there. Seriously, I don't have much of a life, but that's what comes with making big boy decisions. You got to be down for that and figure it out. Dame also thoughts on the Bucks would be as dominant as the Celtics. I thought we'd be going along how Boston is right now, but I think we've learned is that some things take time, especially stuff that has reward in the end. You can't come in and think just going to all be peaches and cream. We've had our ups and downs. We've had coaching change. I haven't completely settled into finding who I am on this team, and I think it's kind of tough. What are your thoughts about what Dame said? Obviously, he was entrenched in Portland. He mentioned that everybody that he knew and loved, his mom, his sisters, his brother, everybody was there. His wife, he's going through a divorce right now currently. His kids was there. And so I'm assuming that the kids are in Portland. They come, his mom, sister, family probably brings the kid ever so often, but it's a big change when you're used to seeing your kids every single day when you're in Portland, as opposed to like going stretches and days at a time and not being able to see them. But like he said, that comes along with the decisions that he made. I want to play for a championship, and we'll figure out all the other stuff at a later date and time.
So basically, he's finding out how quiet the house is when nobody's in it. Right? Because I'm pretty sure whatever is going on in Milwaukee outside the game is the same shit that was going on in Portland. Nothing. There was no activities that was in Portland that they don't have in Milwaukee, which is nothing. So them video game sessions you don't have the kids running around, playing, knocking over stuff. That extra noise, like some people don't, when you get used to certain things and they're taken away, you realize how important they are, right? Sleeping patterns, daddy, hey, how you, I'm going to sleep, daddy, good night, love you. Those are the little things, those little moments he's not getting. And those are the things that's making him sad. Like waking up, probably kissing your kids, in the morning, see you when you get home from school. Those little moments, it's not the whole day. It's probably an hour in his day that's really hurting him, right? Our good night babies, tuck him in the bed, the 5 minutes to 10 minutes, maybe reading to your kids before you go to the little dinner. If he can get eating the extra food that they don't want to eat, taking, washing them in. Those little moments is when it's time for it to happen and they're not there. That's what's probably hurting them inside.
You get used. The kids are noisy, but you get accustomed to that. And then all of a sudden it's quiet. And you're like, well, damn. And the monotony of knowing, okay, I'm going to leave this time in Portland. I'm going to go to the stadium. I'm going to stop. This is my favorite restaurant. I'm going to grab something to eat. You call the wife. Hey, you need me to pick up something. The boys, blah, blah, blah. And now it's totally different. You don't have a favorite restaurant, or you didn't. Maybe hey, bro, where to go get some good food, some good soul food? Where to go place to go get the best fish? Or who has this? Who has that? So now that's what happened to me in Baltimore. It was the same. But I had just spent 12 years. I just spent 10 years in Denver. So I knew where everything was. I knew where all the soul food, and if I wanted to go this place, and all of a sudden in Baltimore, most of the time people went down to DC. Man, if I got to travel an hour to have a good time, that is shape for me.
He became a family man. Look, he became a family man. And now he turned him back into a single man. And he realized how much happier he was as a family man. It grounded him,
for sure.
Right? These rough days that he's having, someone was rubbing your head and rubbing your back and telling you that don't worry, you're going to get him to tomorrow, baby. You don't got that now. Right now, you're sitting there, dealing with your bad shooting by yourself. Right? So now you're with your thoughts and you don't like your thoughts because 30 and 13 y'all was on the right path, right? So when you say, I thought we'll be where Boston is, you was right. you just wasn't happy because inside you're not feeling whole. That's me. That's the feeling he's feeling now, just without his family, is exactly what retired players feel like when the game is gone.
How easy is it for him? Because for the better part of a decade, he was the de facto man. And now it's really somebody else's team. Now, Giannis can say this is Dame team all he wants to, but he knows that that's not Dame's team. Dame knows that's not his team. Everybody in Milwaukee knows all that. He can do that. He can do that 24 hours a day. That's Giannis' team.
Yeah, I don't think that is not the one that's bothering. It is.
But how different is that? Because think about it. Now you got another player that is thought of as better than you. He's been there. He's been entrenched in the community. Now, are they happy to have Dame? They've never had. I mean, hell, you got to go back to Kareem to have a player of his caliber. They ain't been had a whole lot of players of Dame's caliber with his resume, other than Giannis and Kareem. I know Ray, but I think probably Dame. People would say Dame was a better player than Ray Allen. Now they did have Oscar Robertson, but Oscar was at the tail end of his career. They had Bobby Danridge, who won a championship in Milwaukee, and he won one. Bobby Danridge, Bobby D, Mr. Clutch, was before your time. He also won a championship with the Bullets, with Elvin Hayes and Wes Unseld. But Dame is a phenomenal player, and to have it's just like anything. If you somewhere you take an animal out of its natural habitat where it's been for an extended period of time, it gonna be lonely. You're like, man, I used to be able to roam for miles and miles. Now I roam for like 500 feet and I hit a wall.
Yeah, but you're taking that animal out without his family too, right? You go with the family also, it makes it easier because basketball is a basketball, but if you mentally can't be there, then physically you're not either, right? No matter how much training, how much shooting, you're going to have an up and down season until you find the foundation. Like I can guarantee you, if he starts rolling 8, 9, 10 games popping, I can guarantee you his kids are there. His kids are there for him to relax a little bit more. Right? For him. Right? It's one of the, take LeBron James right now and say, all right, you got to spend the next year here without your family.
That ain't happening.
Maverick, everybody got to stay there.
No.
The comfort zone. And I'm going there, I'm the second option. All of it. You know what I mean? It's different. It's different.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, you got to have your support system. Like when I went to ESPN, I said, look, there's like, well, what do you need? I said, I need Ash. Well, we have a producer. I said, well, that ain't my producer.
Yeah. Someone has your best interest.
And I said, no, I need her. And when I come, she comes. My team, we go on the road. Jordan, Ash, one of them or both of them going to be there. Okay, what else? Shelly has to have access. She needs to be able to so because Shelly, Grill, when I say Shelly handles everything, Shelly handles everything. Shelly has the best job of any assistant. I pay Shelly a 6-figure salary. I pay the taxes on that salary. I pay for her car. She pays no rent. Shelly pays for her the phone bill and food. She travels first class on me.
Is she single?
No, she ain't for you.
Listen. She got income. She got 6-figure income, and you paid it. That's all cash. Hey, Shelly, where you at, baby? Hit me up.
But like I said, but that's the thing. My team, I'm not being able to function. How am I going to do this? Ash handle most of the stuff. Okay, Shelly, this is what we got. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to do this right this. CJ's going to handle Club Shay, blah, blah, blah. Jordan handles all the social content. Man, I ain't got time to be worried about all that other stuff. My 9 need to be free to focus on what I need to focus on. So I totally understand what Dame is going through.
Yeah.
So for me, hey, I get it, Dame. But if I'm Dame, I say, I call my soon to be ex. I say, look, I know we going through what we going through, and this is not a reconciliation. This is not about to get back, but would you be willing to move to Milwaukee to bring the boys? So I'll get you a place in the same neighborhood so I can see the boys every day. Bring my mom. Hey, mom, come on. Hey, mom, you moving in. That's what I mean. What you laughing at, Ash? I mean, Ash over here. What you laughing at, Ash? Oh, the comments.
Hey, I'm listen. Hey, that you named a wifey over there, and I'm like, oh, hey, no rent, car paid.
Nah, ain't no.
I do.
No. Travel. Oh, she got a great life, but Shelly works extremely hard. She's on basically like if something's going on, she's on call for the most nights. Like, what if I ain't got nothing? But if I'm out of town, her phone is on do not disturb, but not Shannon's phone numbers. not Shannon's phone number. When Shannon's out of town, she got to pick up that call. Now, if I'm home, don't even worry about it because I'm not going anywhere. So I don't need you to call me an Uber. I don't need you to call a Lyft. I don't need you to check in on everything. But if I'm out of town, like I'm going out of town tomorrow, her phone is on do not disturb. Ain't nobody else gonna be able to get her. But you better believe I call that phone, she pick it up. But that's the expectation that I have. Yeah. So